Everybody want a piece of the pie, baby. Where my slice? That's what Tupac's family is so much for saying throughout this whole ordeal. Because right now, his family has hired an attorney to investigate the death between Tupac. Well, not between, but the death on Tupac. And trying to see and dig in to see if did he have any connection with the death of Tupac Amaru Shakur. Tupac has done so many great things and so many interviews that's so iconic and just so powerful and should really be in the history books. Along with, just the music and just the passion and everything that Tupac represented, the pioneer, the Black Panther spirit, and just so knowledgeable including the politics, issues with the government versus people in the community, how people in the community, blacks, minorities, were getting treated, and the government not really aiding the civilians within these communities and getting them the proper treatment, the proper help of trying to better their surroundings and just living conditions on top of that, and things of sort, also with neighborhoods being, with the crime rate being up. It just seemed like Tupac was always stand up when it came to so many things dealing within the community itself. So I want to say for his family to trying to see if they connect the dots with seeing if allegedly did he have any connections dealing with the death of Tupac. It's not something that I feel like they shouldn't do because it's his family. I mean, everybody else piling up on Diddy. So, I mean, not saying that Tupac's family is doing that, but it's at the same time, with so many things of what Diddy has been doing, have done throughout all the years, it kind of make you kind of rethink and go back to old issues with East Coast, West Coast, Pac, Diddy, Biggie. It kind of make you want to go back and just see if there's anything there. And so I'm really seeing that this is what they're doing. They're hiring an attorney to do it. So I mean, honestly, man, you can never really not saying, see, this is the thing. People can say that, why would Tupac's family, just like they would ask why would anybody dealing with Diddy of some sort, why would they come out and try to get a payday now? Certain things, yes, you could say that, but in certain things like this of sort, who are us to say that Tupac's family wasn't trying to find a connection of the scene if Diddy have any involvement, anything with the death of Tupac? Who said that this family wasn't doing this years ago? It just was never brought to light. So when things are not being brought to light, people are so easily to try to say that why they want to come out now. It's because right now is the time the way it can get brought into light more and to try to get the digging, to try to see if it's any connection between those dots and those lines. Because right now Diddy is the hot topic. So with all that we're going on with him, now will be the most presentable time to try to see if anything out of the situation of what you're trying to dig and try to find up under to try to see if he has any involvement with that. So this makes perfect sense. Not saying all the other situations didn't, because these women have no sort of type of power. So I mean, you can say that for that as well. Like, you can't, try to say when somebody should say something, because we really don't know if they haven't said anything before. It's just we never saw it, never been brought to light, because when somebody's in power, anything that you try to do is going to get shut down. Whether what city or what state you live in, anything that you try to say regarding towards the other person with power, it's going to get shut down. So nobody's going to hear about it. Nobody's going to see it. So we can't say some of these victims haven't done that. But we can also say that a lot of these victims are chasing the payday because they see what Cassie have done. So now they're trying to follow the domino effect and try to pile up on, try to see what they can get out of the situation because they saw the money that Cassie received. But in Cassie's situation, I'm not co-signing it, because she could have said something. She was an artist, and maybe she was scared, and she felt like she wouldn't feel safe. So I get that. So it's kind of like a sticky, tricky situation, you know, when you can compare this to what Tupac family is doing. Because honestly, I feel like all justice, you know, goes forever to Tupac into trying to put the, you know, the needle point on to who could probably have some sort of involvement. Because Keefe D allegedly name get attached to it, then you can say, okay, Puff allegedly had some affiliation with some Crips. So Keefe D being like one of those members. And with Tupac, the whole Vegas situation with him jumping another, being in on another, jumping another Crip member. Who said that Diddy didn't give that the green light? And who said that Diddy didn't? So you can't say he did and you can't say he didn't. Therefore, by everything that's, like I said, but Diddy being a hot topic right now, will give the Tupac family estate and just family in general the right to want to dig and try to see what can they pinpoint, or if they could pinpoint anything regarding towards Sean Combs allegedly Diddy, to try to see if he had anything dealing with that. Because if you affiliated with Crips and no Crips, and you say that you got thugs and niggas, you know, on your payroll, then you pretty much snitch on yourself. So if you got killers and thugs on your payroll, and then Keefe D being a Crip members, and you know, people can try to draw that in under his thug. So it's like, okay, did he have anything, an affiliation with any Crip member or anything like that, to try to see if they could take out Tupac because of the Vegas situation with allegedly, well, not allegedly, it's on camera, with Tupac, you know, and other death row affiliates jumping a Crip member. So right now it's not, I mean, it's no better time than that. So it makes perfect sense, like I said, for them to try to see if they can try to put some connection or reconnect or connect anything to try to see if did he have anything to do with that. It makes perfect sense. So that's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about the whole situation, because it's so many years that's been bypassed, and when you got somebody that at the time that couldn't be touched, your word going up against them is not going to stand up. It's not going to be sturdy enough to have a standing, because power is going to beat anything that's dealing with what anyone has to say about anybody else that's negative, or not even want to say negative, or be true. Your word is not going to stick to the wall. It's not. So this is like perfect time, like Shador say, perfect time, and this is perfect time. And we're gonna always keep Tupac's name alive, because it's only right for you to keep somebody that's done so much within 25 years on this earth, and so much that he, you know, inspired people and just put the, you know, help put strength and, you know, passion in to people's lives that probably felt like giving up, or probably felt like how could they continue to keep going when they're seeing Pac, and how he continue to keep fighting, keep going. That can inspire a whole nother generation that's looking at old clips of Tupac, listening to old interviews, in other words, of Tupac, and just hearing and seeing anything out of say. So that's pretty much like what you get by you know, discussing anything dealing with Tupac. So me personally, I feel like Tupac inspired a lot when it comes to, you know, me inspiring other people, and hopefully and trying to get them to, you know, feel like when they see me, to keep themselves strong, not to ever give up, no matter what it is in life that they may be facing, to always make sure that they that they keep They keep everything together. It's very important, because if you don't, then it's pretty much like life itself. It will bury you and crumble you, eat you, chew you, and spit you out if you're not a fighter. If you're not willing to fight for yourself, at least. And if you got kids, especially your kids, then life gonna continue to keep beating you down. So I feel like Tupac has always preached, and you know, the importance of strength, never giving up, and to keep swinging, even when you feel like you're down and out, like to keep swinging when the 12th round, whatever round may come or whatever, just to keep fighting. Only you can want it for you, and not to let nobody feel like they can defeat you. It's all in the mindset and mentality. You gotta keep it strong. So I wish the best for Tupac's family and seeing where they can get out of this situation. But I mean, that's just for right now. But if anything unfolds from this point, you know, I'll make sure I drop a video to let y'all know what else is going on with that situation. Sensei Reality TV, like the video, subscribe to the channel. One love.